that out of the way. Come on, get out of the way. All right. So before we do that, we're going to put a couple little eyebrows on this guy. Now there's not really any room up here, so we want him to be really expressive. So right here, I'm going to put a little line over here. Okay, so I got them up above, and then I'm going to turn those into little triangles like eyebrows. And I'm going to add a little expression to those even. Turn off this other light. That'll actually show it better, I think. So, ow, that'll look good on video. Hit my knee on the desk. All right, so I'm put a couple little lines underneath it, and maybe even a couple little teeny, like, quote lines above it. Kind of makes it look like they're moving. That's the idea anyway. It creates the illusion anyway when you're cartooning. Makes them look like they're moving. Then inside the mouth, we'll go ahead and color this in smooth and even. And I'm going to go with a kind of a medium dark gray. I don't really want to go black with it. If you go black, that's fine. A medium dark gray to black, any of that will work. As long as it's good, smooth, and even. And I looked at your faces yesterday, not your faces, but your monkey faces, and they look good. They really do. I was well pleased with what I saw. Yep. What's it telling you? Go down and ask Winter if she knows how to unblock that. Because we've had that problem with a couple of students. Go down, take it with her. Take it with her. Alright, inside the ears, we're just going to do kind of a light gray in there just to make it look a little bit darker inside the ear. Just in the opening. You don't want to make it black or it'll kind of cover up all the lines you put in there. I think we did that on that other monkey too, if I remember right. Yeah, we did inside the ear and then a little bit inside the nostrils too. This just gives this thing a little more depth. It just looks better. So I got him all inside his nose, inside his ears, inside his mouth. And the last place we're going to color in before we're finished is this hair right here. It goes around his head. Top of his head, kind of separates his face from his hair a little bit. And always turn your paper as you go, because it's easier to turn your paper than to turn your wrist around. Oh, and besides the eyes, there was one other thing I forgot that we're going to have to add to it here in just a second. We got them colored in up there. Looks a little uneven on mine. Part of that's because we erased in there, and whenever you erase, your pencil will catch on it when you color over it. Anybody noticing that at all? As you get better and better at drawing, you'll erase a lot less, and that problem kind of solves itself. But while we're learning, we do a lot of light lines that we erase and then, redraw over it. So it's okay right now. Don't judge you too much on that, because there's really nothing you can do about it if your paper's scarred. Okay, and just like we did before, we're going to put little neck down below. I'm just going to put one little check, another little check, and another one coming off of here. It's kind of like little lightning coming off there. And it just puts a neck with a little bit of hair. And then I'll color that in, and I'll be done with the coloring. Make sure it's a thick enough neck that doesn't look like a little teeny twig holding up that big old head. Now we got them all colored in, and got a neck on him. Who needs a little more time on the neck? Raise your hand so I can see. Okay, we'll give you some more time on that. We're almost done with this goofy little guy. Try to go through the case video. Yeah, did you do? Search to see if you can get it. That's the correct link. Yeah, you can see if that'll work. It's a direct link. I've got it set up as unlisted, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. Yep.
I'm just not a sir. So
That's what we got.
I don't like my lines.
There we go. All right, let's do the last thing on here. It's going to be the eyes. We're going to do these a little bit different. I'm going to put one right here, a little bit lower, and I'll wake that up just a second. Okay, I'm going to draw this one eye. It's kind of a little oval shape, kind of leaning towards the left a little bit. It's kind of small. And then I'm going to do another one that leans to the right, and it's a little bit bigger, and it gives it a little more expression by doing that. Looks a little sillier too. Okay? So one a little bit bigger than the other, kind of leaning opposite ways of each other. And Now I'm going to put just a little bit of expression around them too. Little long line, little short line, and then we got all kinds of expression on that monkey face. Okay. So now what's going to happen is we got him basically finished. I'm going to raise it way up so we can see what we got going on here. Basically have him finished. And here's what's going to happen. You'll open this back up, and if you did it correctly, when you open it up, you should have two faces side by side. If your other face is somewhere else, goofed it up yesterday. So here's what I want you to do now. We drew those together and you did a great job. Down here on the open part, this lower part, I want you to draw this monkey right here, down here. I want you to draw this monkey right here, down here. But I want you to do this without me doing step-by-step instruction. I want you to do this on your own. We've learned how to do it. Now I want to see how well you do working independently on it. Yep. And that is your assignment, to draw these two independently.